Where was Jesus buried in Jerusalem? Where was Jesus buried in Jerusalem? Background and historical context. Where was Jesus buried in Jerusalem? In Jerusalem, the city that has stood for millennia and has been the center of numerous significant historical events, one question still intrigues many: where was Jesus buried? According to the New Testament, Jesus was buried in a tomb near the site of his crucifixion, but the exact location remains a topic of debate among scholars, historians, and devout Christians alike. Let's embark on a little time travel and get a glimpse of the significant milestones in the history of Jesus' tomb. This timeline breaks down some of the major facts and pivotal moments related to this sacred site. Just like piecing together a puzzle, these moments help us understand the story behind one of the world's most revered places. Year/period. Major facts about Jesus' tomb history: 30 to 36 AD. Crucifixion and burial of Jesus. According to Christian belief, after Jesus' crucifixion, he was buried in a tomb near the site of his execution. The Gospel of John mentions that the tomb was close to the crucifixion site and that it was new, with no one ever having been laid in it before. 326 AD. Discovery by Helena. Empress Helena, mother of Constantine the Great, travels to Jerusalem and identifies what she believes is the true burial site of Jesus. This is said to mark the discovery of the site where the Church of the Holy Sepulchre now stands. 335 AD. Dedication of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, believed by many to be built over the original tomb of Jesus, is consecrated. 1009 AD. Destruction by Al-Hakim. Fatimid Caliph Al-Hakim orders the destruction of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The Edicule, the chapel built over Jesus' tomb, was severely damaged. 1048 AD. Reconstruction begins. Byzantine Emperor Constantine IX funds the reconstruction of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, including the Edicule. 1555 AD. Restoration by Franciscans. The Franciscan friars, who were given custody of the Christian sites in Jerusalem, undertake major renovations due to the church falling into a state of disrepair. 1810 AD. Fire damages the Edicule. A fire severely damages the Edicule in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. 1867 AD. Discovery of the Garden Tomb. An alternative site, now known as the Garden Tomb, is discovered and later proposed as the possible burial site of Jesus, offering a more serene environment resembling the biblical description. 2016 to 2017 Restoration of the Edicule. A major restoration project is undertaken to stabilize and restore the Edicule in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. This is led by a team of scientists from the National Technical University of Athens. It's like walking through a corridor of time, isn't it? From the moment of Jesus' burial to modern efforts to preserve these holy sites, each point in this timeline holds a chapter of a story that continues to captivate people around the globe. It's a blend of faith, history, politics, and devotion that has been unfolding for centuries, and we are all a part of this ongoing narrative. So, what do you think? Fascinating, isn't it? Each date and event is a stepping stone that has shaped the story of Jesus' tomb through the years, leading us to the sites we can visit and experience today. Is the Garden Tomb the real tomb of Jesus? This is a question that has puzzled many for centuries. Some believe that the Garden Tomb, discovered in 1867, could be the authentic burial place of Jesus. The question of whether the Garden Tomb is the real tomb of Jesus has been a topic of discussion for ages. Just like when you're trying to decide on the best route for a scenic hike, there are pros and cons to weigh. Let's line them up, like pieces on a chessboard, and take a look at the big picture together. Pros of the Garden Tomb being Jesus' tomb. Cons of the Garden Tomb being Jesus' tomb. Biblical resemblance. The Garden Tomb closely matches the description given in the New Testament: a garden setting near Golgotha, and a tomb hewn out of rock. Archaeological evidence. Many archaeologists date the Garden Tomb to the 8th-7th centuries BC, which would make it much older than the time of Jesus. Peaceful atmosphere. The Garden Tomb is in a quiet, garden-like setting, conducive for prayer and meditation, unlike the often crowded Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Historical tradition. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre has been recognized for centuries by many Christian denominations as the site of Jesus' burial and resurrection. Ease of access. The Garden Tomb is relatively easy to visit, with fewer crowds, making it a more personal experience for pilgrims. Lack of early Christian veneration. There is no historical record of early Christians venerating the Garden Tomb site, unlike the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Protestant support. The Garden Tomb has garnered support from various Protestant groups as a possible site of Jesus' burial. Geographical questions. Some argue that the Garden Tomb's location doesn't align perfectly with the biblical descriptions of Jesus' burial place. Isn't it intriguing how a single site can hold so much harmony and controversy at the same time? It's like standing at a crossroads in a beautiful, ancient city, trying to decide which path to take. Each route, or in this case, each tomb, offers a unique journey, filled with history, spirituality, and a touch of mystery. So, as we stand at this historical and spiritual intersection, where do you find yourself leaning? Father, grandfather, minister, missionary, deacon, elder, author, welcome to our family. View all posts.